Hello and welcome back. Right, I've just got to start everything going again. Literally, the session was just mega yesterday, so should just be a matter of literally going like that. And I do love this. I am so much chuffed with Phil B telling me about this, even though I said I did know about it. It's still, yeah. Yeah, it's made such a difference. It really has. Amazing. Right, anyway, I did promise always. This is a time-lapse series, so I'm going to say my words. You know what I'm doing. I'm bailing and gathering them all. So I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, that is about all I'm going to do for today. Yeah, it looks like we're stuck on a cultivating thing. I've seen this on Hull Belleron and Carnston. So yes, I think to help our neighbours, what we'll probably do is buy a third cultivator, and we'll hit each of those jobs with a Courseplay 3 course, which will be a 24 metre cultivator equivalent, so that even the biggest of fields shan't take too long. It will be an entire session, I should imagine, and quite a long one. It is, and it's not for the money, it really is. The entire nothing moves on if you don't assist. Or it doesn't on the others. I can't say it won't on this, but in all of my time in and on the old stream farm did exactly the same. It is FS22. It's not to do with maps. It really is the way the contract system works. So yes, we shall have to assist our neighbours, but our job comes first. So next time we're going to mulch this, cultivate it, and let me just remind myself. Planting window. Canola. Yeah, we're going to do canola. We really are. Now, am I right in thinking? Let me just remind myself. Canola. No, it's no, it isn't, is it? It's all right. I will explain. I'm terribly good at that, of confusing everybody. No, it's oh. Yeah, it's soy that's duplicated. Basically, seeders are canola, and you can get soy in both sides, so it doesn't matter which way you go. There's a point though. When is the soy window? It's early, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, if we do, do you know? We have got the 9 metre. I would like to, yeah, but we're going to literally just get it all ready, I think. I don't think we are going to plant, so I think we're going to wait till next year. We truly do, and we're going to literally do the azurite. We're going to, yeah, I think I'd like to do sunflowers. Let me just check. Pretty much the same window, isn't it? Yes, it is, sunflowers. And then harvest October, November, so March, I think. In time, when we've got enough of a thing, I would like, when we've got a second field, I'd like to actually do cotton. I'd love to do cotton. It's a long time since the good old days on, oh, was it one of Alien Jim's maps? Washout. Yes. I literally was a cotton baron in that. Absolutely hammered that map with cotton. Amazing. Yeah. So, anyway, we've all prepped out for next time. I do love to get my tractors ready, or my equipment ready. They're all fueled out for next time. Didn't wash them. It's one thing I did forget to wash them. They're not absolutely ditched, but yeah, I'm just getting to better habits. Trouble is, the washer has a bit of a... if you use the washer first, it stuffs up the refueling. I'm going to have to see if it is that mod, because it is as good as it is. It causes issues where it still says wash, you know, like you can still press the wash. I want to see if it's that, or whether it is just randomly any kind of wash hose type thing, because I do love it. I think it's an amazing, very good value as well, but if it's causing issues, then obviously I would replace it. You can't have things that are going to cause unforeseen headaches in other ways. Anyway, yeah, that is pretty much of a muchness. We are going to get the field work done next time. Also hit the cultivating the time after, I think. Oh, let me just also reset that back to the shop. I don't want to keep using that, I really don't. I want to get back to using the shop. That's the entire reason I bought the super duper fast this, which has served us very well. The bales, obviously you will see in the video. Now that super duper big bag handler was absolutely amazing, but it became fairly apparent that was one time one of my assistants knocked them all out, and then there was another time when the straps went on surrounding things, so you had to release it to push it out, and then they just collapsed anyway. And I thought, let's just get the Anderson. It's going to save us time, which is money. As much as I will do some manual bail handling, it's again the fact that the field is quite slopey. You can see this now, the way that slopes up, and I was on this section, so of course you've got to park very carefully, and you're not always sometimes oblivious to that. It's quite a slope actually up this particular field, so yes, that caused problems. And also, I did say earlier, I'm not feeling very well, so I think that always helps when you're not at your best. It's weird how things just seem to come at you. So I thought, I'm going to listen. Let's get the Anderson. It's absolutely perfect for this, and it's going to come into its own for contracts and all the rest of it. And we've half paid for it, nearly half paid for it with the bales, and we've still got some bales. I kept some bales because I do think I'm going to start the sheep soon. I am. In fact, no, I'm not. Just extends it. We'll probably do that next session. I'd like to get the sheep going and we can buy feed in until such a time as we can make our own. But I'm quite prepared to pay, even if it is just grass. We haven't got a grass field yet, so although we are beginning to, those mulchers that we're using as mulchers are also obviously batwing mowers, so they can be reconfigured to be mowers. It would be a good idea to obviously get grass at some point. It's an idea actually, just thinking out loud. Field 7 is one of the smallest fields on the map, that's close to us. I don't want a humongous great grass field, I don't, but field 7, I don't know why we don't just grass that and have that as a grass field. We'll work on silage. We've got 200,000 already. We've got obviously the crop to sell. Let's just remind myself of when the best time to sell that is. I'd imagine it's a December crop, like a lot of the others, but I'm not sure. Barley is indeed December, and top price is 669. Okay, so that's approximately 55-60 grand at top price, and only at top price. So yes, if we get that, that's 250. If we do an entire field of silage, we've got the baler wrapper, we've got plenty of net twine ready to do that, so I reckon if we did one of those, we could then buy our second field, and then by next March, so we're not going to miss out a crop, because I've just said I was going to literally rest this anyway. So if we replant this as grass instead, then I think we will by that time be able to buy field. We said 25 was the cheapest, although 8, if we can afford 8, I'd like to go for 8. I would, because it makes more sense. It's right next to us, and we'll have that as our arable. Just have a quick look. There's obviously a little tree or something in the middle. If it's a giant oak or anything stupendous, it can stay. If it's just a traditional normal tree, then it can go. No, it's not a super duper oak or anything like that. Well, it's a nice tree. Do you know it can stay? It can. It is a nice tree. It's not like a little spindly one or something. It's not a lone oak, but it may well grow into a lone oak, unless somebody chops it down, of course, and then it won't. Mind you, it's only one of these. I don't know whether we should just... Yeah. I think we might plant one somewhere else. It is a shame, because it's not a mighty oak, and it is a younger tree. I think we will. We'll chop this one down, but we will replant another in its place. In fact, more than one. I will plant a few down here, make a bit of a boulevard, I think, to replace that. I don't like chopping trees willy-nilly, but there is a purpose to that one. If it was a stupendous lone oak, it would stay. I'm not into chopping, but it isn't. It really is a young tree that's not, when I say young, I don't mean young, but it's certainly not a mighty oak that needs keeping. So yeah, let's turn this out, the speed down, or I'll zip off next time. I don't know if it remembers it for next time. There might be a reset each session. Right, anyway, no more waffling from me. It's been a productive session. Now let me just remind myself, just check in to make sure we don't need to... yeah, I have got periodic ploughing turned off, I think, haven't I? So we shouldn't need ploughing. No. Just check, I'm sure I have got periodic ploughing switched off. I do like that. Obviously if you do root crops you always need to... Nope, I'm not looking in the right place. Settings. Yeah, it is off. Yeah. To be honest, I think I'm probably going forwards going to keep that off. It still needs ploughing if you do a root crop, and that's, yeah, I just don't really see the point in ploughing for the sake of ploughing, unless we were wanting to deep plough to gain stones or with an excuse. But I don't want excuses. I have done it in No Man's Land. I didn't sort of cotton on about the shallow cultivators. If you use those you don't kick stones up. So yeah, personally I think going forwards I'll probably use shallow cultivators, cultivate them. If I did a root crop then obviously I've got to plough, yeah, and also extend fields. So in some ways now I feel a bit of a plonker, because obviously I've got into the habit of ploughing for stones, but only because I thought I needed to, sort of thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the limestone thing, but it's still an extra job. There's already enough field work to do without making an extra job. So yes, shallow cultivators going forwards, I think. Not going to say I'm never going to break that, but why would you want to make yourself an additional job unless you were going to do it for the stones and the limestone production, which is an amazing mod, but there's that many steps, mulching, rolling, all of that type of stuff, that if I can cut one of those steps out and it's not detrimental to yield or anything else, then why not? Right, anyway, enough waffling. It is just tactics, and there's no right and wrong tactics. It's not wrong if you do plough, it's not wrong if you don't. Anyway, yes, it's been a long session. I would say, I hope you're going to continue with me on this journey. I'm quite excited. It literally is a time lapse apart from these little chats at the end, and I'm going to try this. This I've waffled on a bit. I'm tired, so I do apologise for that. Right, so in the vein of that, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you're going to continue on this journey with me, and goodbye for now.